The mixture, shorty gon' give me that brain, so I said dismissed her. I knew this shit, I go dummy. My own brother switched up acting funny. Crazy cause dog knew I needed that money. Back in the lab, stuffing racks in my Duffy. My lady love me and my mama love me, and I make it happen. The gifts is abundant. Put my life on the line for my cousins. Talk down on my name, but these niggas bout nothing.
What's up, man? It's Tshombe Great. We on the KEEZYNUNK podcast, and we about to vibe out, rock out with myself. You know, we in Columbus Underground artists, the GOAT, if you wish, and yeah, find out more. Riff Republic CEO, man. You know, a lot of work on the way. I just dropped 2 EPs. That's right, 2 of them. We got Glock Stepper. He about to drop something. Smooth Boy Ty, which I'm featured on the production. You know, I helped put that together. He about to drop. We got the Monty Vista. Oh man, it's crazy. We about to take over.
777, I'm feeling lucky. She said that she really do love me. Got a good regardless, she want me. Never been a time I was lonely. Back and forth, all in her bed. Love songs all in my head. I never felt real before. I never felt this before.
Let's get into PRETTYP's tea. What we sipping on? First up, we got CENAT. Now Kai, he hosted a giveaway in New York, but unfortunately that turned into a riot situation. And he ended up getting arrested along with his friends that were helping him host the giveaway event. And I just feel like that was very unnecessary, because why arrest them because they're black men? Like, let's just keep it 100, because
they weren't trying to start a riot.
Not at all.
That wasn't the purpose of the giveaway.
No, not at all. I just feel like if it was a white man's event, they would have just arrested the people that were involved or getting like out of hand.
Those are the only ones that should have been arrested.
Exactly.
If they were breaking the law. If you know, company Best Buy or somebody was trying to do a giveaway, hundreds of thousands of people had showed up, and you had a third of them acting full, setting cars on fire. Would they blame Best Buy for that? No.
Mm-mm.
But they feel like they had to send a message to them.
Right. I don't know. I just hate how history is just repeating itself. You're like, when is it gonna stop? Like, enough is enough. But no one's gonna see that.
What charges? Do we even know what charges he was arrested on?
I'm not sure.
Let's check. So Kai was charged with obstructing governmental administration, false reporting of an incident, criminal nuisance, and disorderly conduct.
Wow.
I don't see how we got disorderly nuisance. Disrupting a government what?
Obstructing governmental administration.
So where was it? It was in Times Square, right? Yeah.
So.
First responders broke his car window to rescue the influencer before he admitted it was a prank. He was charged with obstructing governmental administration, false reporting of an incident, criminal nuisance, and disorderly conduct.
So was it a giveaway or was it a prank?
What about it was a prank? I'm confused now.
Well, Kai got on and said it. I mean, from the beginning it was a giveaway, so I'm not sure where
the prank came.
Maybe he said prank is to try to get himself
out of trouble.
Yeah, but now it's getting misconstrued or something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
A felony.
Wow.
So it says he was charged with at least 2 counts of inciting riot and unlawful assembly after thousands of people descended on Union Square in New York City Friday
I don't think even those 2 charges you could beat those.
And I don't think he would get any jail time for this or something. Like, come on.
It was a giveaway. That was going to be that many people that were going to show up.
Exactly.
It wasn't like he was trying to start anything like that. So I think a good lawyer should be able to get him off of that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Kai has since spoken out. We'll go ahead and start the clip right here.
New York, it has literally always been, ever since I started everything like this, bro, it has been my dream to want to give back to the community that made me who I am, bro. That's always been my whole, like, you know, I feel like everybody can, you know, whoever is in a big position could agree that wherever you come from, you want to give back to your community and you want to do nice things. You feel what I'm saying? But after Friday, bro, I've come to realize the amount of not only power, but influence that I have on people. You feel what I'm saying? I've come to realize that shit, bro, and I'm saying that to say this. I am beyond, bro, disappointed. Beyond disappointed in anybody who became destructive that day,
guys
bro.
can see that. But what's your opinion on that after that video?
Again, I never felt like it was anything to begin with. I felt like he was trying to just do a giveaway. And when a lot of people get together nowadays, these things always go left.
It's not even nowadays. It's back in my day.
Yeah, it's in general. Like when too many people get together, and especially he's now a celebrity, he has to understand that he cannot move the same. And you know,
it's probably a little different for like these internet superstars. To realize, you know, of being a superstar, you know.
Right.
You're not treated like these actors and actresses are.
Right.
So it might be a little harder for them to realize, hey, I really am a big thing.
Right.
I can't just move like I used to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is crazy, y'all. Next in the pot, we got the family of LaShawn Thompson. So first and foremost, we just want to say rest in peace to LaShawn Thompson. It is very unfortunate how he passed away. If you haven't seen it trending on social media months ago, he unfortunately passed away from a bed bug infestation. He was eaten alive by bed bugs in Fulton County, in the Fulton County jail. That's just unacceptable to me. It's like how, I mean, we know how, like,
It's just severe neglect.
it's 2023. Like, come on. The least y'all can do is make sure y'all spray for bugs. Like, come on now. Like, that's the least y'all can do.
Like here's bed bugs
Yeah.
to kill you. I don't know how many would be, but that's a lot. You know?
Right.
It's basically drain enough blood out of you that you would die from that.
Exactly.
That's a lot.
And you can't act like they didn't know.
Exactly. Well, on the bright side of that, months later, the family of LaShawn Thompson has won a $4 million settlement against the Fulton County Jail.
Okay.
So let's just give a round of applause for that because we do not see that very often. Yes. I love to see it, you know?
I don't even know if $4 million is enough.
You know, it's never right. But it's just, you know, the win. At least they acknowledge that.
We don't get those wins.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially us of color.
But the only thing the jail won't learn a lesson because none of that money is coming out of their money. Taxpayer money. So it's the same thing like when the police force, when family wins the settlement against the police department. That doesn't come out of the police department budget, that comes out of taxpayer money.
Right.
So
that's why you still continue to see these things happen because it doesn't affect them financially at all.
Right. And last but not least, we got Ice Spice. Now, Ice Spice has been named Billboard's Rookie of the Year for this year, 2023.
Give it up.
Yes, I love it. I love me some Ice Spice. She in her mood for show. Yeah. Hey. I love it. Honestly, I have to commend her for her BET performance for 2023 as well because her breath control was crazy, you know? And it's just the way, like her stage presence, the breath control, and she was still she was hitting them dance moves, you feel me? You know,
That's who you know is a real performer. Someone
yeah.
that, that has that breath control to perform live, still be active, dancing, and still be that, be able to perform in front of the crowd like that.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to Ice Spice, man. She killing it right now, man. Because, like I was telling them, man, breath control is everything. Like, that's something, like, I strive for as an artist. Like, it's everything.
All artists should.
Yeah, all artists should, definitely. You know what I'm saying? If you take your craft serious, that's something that you need throughout your entire career. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Man, when I saw her, we watched the BT Awards together. So when I watched it, I'm like, man, now she's like, I don't know if she was the only one, but she was the one that stuck out to me that was not rapping over her own track. Like,
right.
You could really hear that. Like,
I don't know, maybe. I want to say she was the only one. Now I have to say, like, even Lotto, like, it was certain parts that Lotto was, like, rapping, like, on her own. Okay. But throughout the whole song, no. And then compared to other artists that performed, they was definitely rapping over their tracks. No shade, but, give it up for Ice Spice. Like, she came in hot for the for the BET Awards, y'all. So,
well, let's give it out to all the lady artists out there.
Yeah.
Nah.
They have.
For sure. Everybody came out and did their thing. Yeah.
Sure.
They've been running the game, I think, out of everybody. The female artists have been running the game.
Mm-hmm. I love how the female artists recently, within, let's just say, the last 5-6 years, they all pretty much work together. Yes, there's been some beef back and forth, but
when is there not ever beef with any artist?
Right, of course.
I think they know that when there's female artist beef, that gets blown up more than when there's guys, just because, they're females.
Yeah, of course. But, like, I feel like as a collective, like, the female artists have definitely come together with the features. They've been working together. Like, even Cardi B, like, she definitely works with a lot of up-and-coming female artists. I love Cardi as well, but yeah, I love it, I love the love.
I'd like to see that a lot more often, too.
Yeah, for sure.
The artists bringing each other up,
That's how it should be.
Cardi has that name recognition already, so her and Nicki jumping on those young artists' albums on their records. This helps them out even more.
Sure. Well, looks like we're out of tea for today. KEEZY and Unk, back to y'all.
777, I'm feeling lucky. She said that she really do love me. Got a good regardless, she want me. Never been a time I was lonely. Back and forth, all in her bed. Love songs all in my head. I never felt real before. I never felt this before.
Welcome back to the KEEZY and Unk podcast. What we're going to do here right now is going to talk about the Montgomery brawl that happened.
Yes.
If you've seen the video, you know what happened. If you haven't, put it up here. You can watch. Basically, it all started. A group of white people were on a pontoon boat, I think it's called. They pulled up on the dock. Black security guard that came to them and asked them to move their boat because that's where the ferry comes and docks at. There was an altercation, and then black security guards sent out the back signal because he got jumped, and then there was a big brawl. There was a 16-year-old that swam from the ferry boat that was going to dock. He swam in to help the security guard. You see where there was a couple other black men that came that were waiting on the boat, came down and to help them. Then all of a sudden, the boat docks, and it seems like they were trying to leave, but the people said, "No, we're not done yet."
Yeah, man.
The whole thing was crazy.
You reap what you sow.
Right.
It shouldn't have escalated.
We don't condone violence.
No, no, not at all.
And at times things happen, and
you got to handle your business.
Exactly.
So, and they definitely handled their business. So.
Yes, they thought they were going to jump on the security guard and then they were just going to leave. But no, they weren't able just to leave. But the crazy part is that they tried, when the police was there and was involved, they tried to play victim, but they were arrested, taken to the hospital, and even crazier, when they got to the hospital, I'm not sure what hospital it was, but apparently there was a bunch of black nurses working there, and they were called the police because there was a bunch of, as they say, N-words that were there at the hospital. I don't know what they expected the police to do. They call the police because there's so many black nurses there at the hospital.
And it's funny because when they called the police were like, okay, well, you have the option to leave. And or you could stay and get treated if you there's not pretty much there's nothing that they can do about that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course
so they
not.
decided to quote unquote leave, but before they left, they let off some inappropriate language that would have got you stomped on in the hood.
Which they already got stomped on. Didn't the lady show up at the hospital with a footprint on her face?
Yeah. They said that she had a footprint on her face, and that's what she was coming to. Her and the 3 other guys that were with her came to get assistance. Said there was a lady with a footprint on the side of her face.
So you think she would have learned a lesson after that?
Obviously.
But there were people arrested from this incident. Like I said, the family that started the brawl with the security guard, they were arrested.
Yep.
And a couple of the black people were arrested as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was only one. They did say that there are 2 more suspects. I'm not sure from what party, but I do know it was a total, as of yesterday, 5 people who have been arrested, so 2 more to go from the article that I've been reading.
So just put it out there. What you put out there in the world, you can get it right back.
Yeah.
So, there's all kind of sayings that would apply to this, fuck around and find out. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, nah, for real.
So I don't think they will forget about this day for a long time.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, the memes that are online are going crazy.
Yeah, no, for real. You got to throw some up on the screen so they can see some memes.
We'll put some memes up there.
Yeah.
I mean, they are having a field day with this, and then you find out, hey, it was a black man that that made the folding chair that man was wielding, swinging that chair around out there. So it's funny and it's not funny, but I watched that video I don't know how many times, and I did laugh quite a few times watching that video. For real. It
was just so much going on in the little amount of time that we watched that video. It's like you got to keep playing it back to really capture.
Yes, to see everything. There's just so many things going on. You got to
watch each person every time to see.
You see something different. Every time you watch the video, you see something different. No, that you didn't catch. That was a scene where 3 guys were running up into the fight like they were about to do something, and then about 3-4 brothers faced off with them, and then they stopped and kind of turned around and walked away.
Right, never mind.
They didn't expect that, I thought it was bad when that black man had hit the older woman in the head with the chair.
Yeah.
But like I said, I watched the video numerous times, and I did see where one of the white men had jumped and hit a sister in the face.
Okay.
So at that point, I'm like, well,
he getting his get back.
Everything that happens right after that,
it's up after that.
There's no line. Lines were already crossed
right
at that point. So I'm like, it's kind of no holds barred.
For real, free for all.
Yeah. So they'll be walking around with those scars for quite a while.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I guarantee they will not forget about that.
Oh yeah,
at
nah.
all. So.
No.
Hey, when we come back, it'll be the interview with Tshombe Great.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning into our viral moment.
That's right. That's right. And we'll be right back.
Down on my love, I don't get enough, don't care what it is, cause I know what it was. Tell me, little mama, why you always wanna fuss? Why you wanna treat a nigga like a scrub? Only wanted you, but you always wanna judge. Tryna work it out, really wanna give up. Get around you, I can't help it. Miss your perfume, I can smell it. You need your nails done, I'ma sell it. I put VVs through your necklace. Just gotta make sure that you special. You want a business, I help you. You a part of me, you a vessel. I ain't a player, we level. Few bottles in my blackout. Whole lot of women in the club looking bad now. Got my shorty pissed off, staring in the background. One wrong move, flip this bitch in the smackdown. Keeping my composure, feet all on the sofa, screaming.
Welcome back to the KEEZYNUNK podcast. Here we are for the interview with Tshombe Great. Hey, welcome
Yes, sir.
aboard. Thank you for showing up, Tshombe.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
So, as an artist here in Columbus, you have your own record label. What's that like?
Kind of annoying. You know, just keeping people motivated. Even myself, I know I'm not fully motivated all the times, but because I got the vision, and everybody can't really see into my brain and witness the vision, so it's kind of hard elaborating and trying to bring it to life when everyone got their own, you know, thought process. But other than that, it's great, man. It's the talent's there.
So, how many artists are you working with?
We got the Glock Stepper, we got Smooth Boy Ty, we got Amani Vista. That's really the main artist right now. But the roster is, you know, the roster expands. You know, we got Chocolate the Goddess, we got Retro Z, Spacehead. It's a lot of people on the team. But as far as active and, you know, up and coming, like that's
Artists that are putting out
yeah, work. Consistent. Yeah, those are the consistent ones. And
just me being his friend, I definitely would say yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have a lot of songs together.
Oh yeah.
Haven't released.
Okay, coming soon. They coming soon.
Because I know we were vibing to some of the songs that y'all made, and it's like,
yeah,
y'all like, oh yeah, we haven't dropped this. I'm like, seriously?
Oh yeah.
Like, why not? Why have you not dropped this yet?
It's got to, you know, be right timing, right rollout.
Time is everything.
Everything got to make sense.
And it's like, bro, we still got a little under half a year left. So we got a lot of time.
Yep.
I know we flooded as soon as top of the year, but like, we gotta space it out. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta make sense.
Y'all just gonna put those on an album, or y'all looking like some mixtapes, or what are y'all thinking of doing?
Oh man.
Or just done the records and haven't really thought about how you're gonna put it out yet.
I mean, you know, we talked about the tape.
Right.
However, the tape might not go as we talked about, you know, because more music keep coming and whatnot. So we might have a couple of tapes. I don't know. It might be singles, you know.
Because like, we try to start small, but then it'd be like what, a week or two later, and we'll have like 9 or 10 songs.
Like,
well, okay, we're straight past the EP. So what are we gonna do now? We just keep going, or
yeah.
So,
That's what's up.
That's my guy, though. It's like my brother for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all known each other for a long time. I want you to tell people how long y'all known each other. Y'all start doing music and everything.
Oh, so like I said, I came up here in 2015. Like I'm from North Carolina, so I graduated. Next day, I was up here, type shit.
Okay.
And Marcel is my brother, you know, well-known producer around the city. He was telling me about KEEZY, and then, you know, one day, did I hit you up?
Yeah, I think you had messaged me, but then, like, I be telling everybody this story, like, I was in gym class with my brother, and, like, Marcellus was like, my brother trying to, like fuck with you. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, so when you want to link, he gonna message you. And it was like it was kind of mysterious. I'm like, all right. And then I see Tom's message, and we've been chatting. It was history after that.
Yeah.
And then what? It was probably 2 or 3 years later. I moved to his neighborhood. So then I just walk over to his house. I get out from school and I just walk over to his crib. Like, all right, let's go.
And the shit's so crazy. I don't even know if you remember this. Like when I moved up here, your shit was on fucking the Power Columbus little unsigned artist John. I don't know if you remember that shit. I'm like, oh, she hard for real.
Yeah, bro. That's so crazy.
Because they don't even do that.
Yeah, hard,
that was what, like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Been on the radio.
We got we black, bro. We been doing shit at a young age.
What?
But yeah.
Crazy.
That's what's up, though. You know, if you guys still work together, still fuck with each other, still be doing music together, that's what's up.
For shizzle.
Yes, sir.
So, you got any upcoming projects that you're working on right now?
I got a bunch of projects in the vault. I'm recording every day, so the projects are just adding up. I just dropped 2 projects. You know, I got the album coming in October. It's probably gonna be some more projects dropping in between then. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Like it's a lot of work. Like I could probably drop a song every day for the rest of the year and still be comfortable. So
He's dead serious. I hope y'all really taking him serious. When he said that, I'd have been over to his crib a few times and he just played music.
Yeah, like I said, I literally live in the studio, so it's no excuse.
So this year we had the first Retro Fest that we had, and Tshombe, you were on there performing, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, KEEZY, you were headlining it.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell people what it was like being at the Retro Fest?
Yeah, we both actually headlined. We both
Y'all both put on the
Retro Fest. Yeah. So
crazy turnout.
it was a great turnout.
it was way
Yeah.
better than we expected. We were stressing. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I don't know if you was, but I was.
Man, I was.
Like, shit.
What ticket
Somebody
sales
better buy
are
tickets.
literally
But it's crazy. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you NBA tickets. Like crazy. Especially being a underground local artist. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this shit. But yeah, that's just special. But it turned out good.
Yeah, it was a good turnout, good vibes, everything went well. I think everybody had a good time, you know, and
Yeah. It was great. It was great. Bunch of dope artists, you know, my personal friends. I'm cool with everybody that was there. If I wasn't, we cool now. And that's what it's all about. I just like interacting and chilling with the upcoming potential because I don't know. I just feel like most people don't bring that to light. It's always about who the popping artist is, but below the scenes, it's niggas way better, way more consistent, and it's just crazy. And they cool people. Like they not really. Well, some people be assholes, but for the most part, everybody cool.
Because we all trying at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying.
All working. So.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about.
So, Tshombe, do you like performing or you like being in the studio more?
Oh man, like I said, I like performing. It's just a different energy. You really get to showcase your art. Because I mean, listening to it is cool, but once you can put the performance and the visuals together and the energy behind it, it's just crazy. The interaction with the crowd. The mosh pits is.
You like to have the crowd feel that crowd feeling.
Oh yeah.
Hype you up while you're out there performing there.
For sure.
That's what's up.
But I like being in the studio too, because in the studio that's when you can just vibe and really get to know other artists and really get creative versus you know, performing and meeting people, because 9 times out of 10 they're either getting ready for a set or they just got done with the set. So either way, it's not really gonna be intellectual if you must. But in the studio, you can really sit down, vibe. Like 9 times out of 10, when we in the studio, we don't even really record most of the time. We just talking, smoking, chopping it up. We might play a couple beats, but you know, it's just more so about the connection, and that's really where that's where I get my inspiration and my motivation to even come up with more music and, you know, stay creative. I might talk to somebody else and they might put something in my idea like, yeah, I'm gonna go record this later, you know, but they both cool, but I prefer performing for sure.
What kind of inspiration do you have for music?
What you mean by that?
Anybody in music currently, in the past, that you know, who inspired you musically?
That's crazy. I got a crazy story behind that. So before, when I was coming up, it was strictly hip hop, gospel, or, you know, our old school R&B. My mom played old school R&B. My pops, he was in the church, so, you know, that's where the gospel came from. And sometimes, you know, sometimes he might put on some old hip hop. So that's where that came from. But then some whole crazy shit happened in like 6th grade. I was in North Carolina. They pinned a bomb threat on me and shit. So I was going through that shit. So goddamn, I was
what?
A bomb threat. Like some nigga called the school on some bomb threat shit, and for some odd reason, they just thought it was me. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Did you know him? Like, did you know who it was?
Nah, cause you know, like when you in middle school, your voice is high pitched as hell. Like
Right.
they ended up they didn't play me to record until like court months later. Like the nigga voice was deep as shit. Like you could easily tell, like it wasn't me type shit.
You're like, that's a grown man.
Literally. So like, you know, that's how I ended up. I skipped the whole 6th grade fucking with that bullshit. But they had locked me up and shit. So when I was in jail every night, 8 o'clock, JDC, Greensboro, they'll put on the radio. But it wasn't the shit I was accustomed to listening to. They was putting on the pop station. So I'm listening to every night, Lady Gaga, Black Eyed Peas, fucking Flow Rider, you know, and I'm not used to listening to this shit. So after a week of that, I'm like, hold on, you feel this shit kind of vibey. So after that, I just opened my whole mind. So now that's when I started getting into rock, pop, EDM, dubs, just any and everything that because I felt like I was shielded as, like, you know, as, you know, I guess being black, you know, we listen to our shit and we stick to that. We don't really, you know, venture off. Yeah. Yeah, type shit. We look at it as white people shit. So I was on that white people shit. And that shit was fire. So once my inspirations back then was, you know, Wiz. That's still my favorite rapper. Like everybody be thinking it's some other shit, but Wiz is my favorite rapper. I was listening to like fucking Pac, Biggie. You know, those were my inspirations back then. But after I started, you know, breaking,
Genres.
Yeah, then it became McConan, the Lady Gaga, Cardi, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. Like I got Black Sabbath tatted. It's just so crazy because these people really like pioneered music, and they're not afraid to step out that box, no matter what the public opinion is, and that's really.
Is that what drove you to them? That
yeah.
They were, you know, willing to be open, be themselves, and not what the stereotype.
Yeah, because, you know, like growing up in a church household, you're just raised that certain shit isn't right. So once you start to see people just not give a fuck about that, it's like, whoa, like these niggas is crazy. And then on top of that, they're making great music. Like Black Sabbath, for instance, I'll just tell that little story. They the bass, something happened where the nigga cut his fingertips off, so he had to play his guitar in a deeper tone, and that's what created like heavy metal. Just just some small shit like that. So it's just little stories like that. That's just like, bro, because he didn't know what he was doing at the time, but like looking back at it, it's like, bro, you created this whole genre. Yeah, literally, and that's it. It goes on every generation. That's why I got
what you try to do. Try to come out and create a different sound. Something
that
for people don't normally hear.
I'm all about just breaking the norm, thinking outside the box. Like you might see some shit and you might think it's not right, and fuck it. We just got to show you that niggas just really don't know what they talking about. You got to go with your gut. If you feel something, go with it. Like you know what you're doing. Like you can't let other people dictate or try to tell you how to whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. You gotta be your own. You gotta be your own.
For sure.
Be comfortable within yourself to be yourself.
And like I said, sometimes it takes people to see that, because some people might already be scared to be themselves, but then you see somebody like the Lady Gaga or the McConan being as weird as all fuck, and they're like, bro, I'm that, so it's cool, and that gives them the inspiration to be themselves, and it's cool to me. I like seeing that shit.
Even like you said, those type of people like Lady Gaga and stuff, because when she's even out there being herself, you see those people being a little negative.
Yeah,
but that doesn't change.
Exactly. And what does she do? She'll come out on some whole crazier shit. Like that's why I fuck with Doja Cat too. She's like the modern day Lady Gaga in my opinion, because she be on the same shit.
Even though she said she don't care about her fans.
You know what? I mean, I can low key. I was about to say,
but that is something you really want to say.
Yeah.
If you say you don't give a fuck about your fans, those fans are why you are where you are. Right. So to say that is really disrespectful to everybody that listens to you.
I don't know if she ever said anything about it, but
she said
sarcastic or if she was dead.
But it's like
I never heard. I didn't actually hear it. I didn't hear her tone. Like that.
I think it was a tweet.
It was a tweet,
right? Yeah, I think so.
You never know.
That's what I'm saying.
When it's written, it's hard to know.
Like you said, Doja just is so hurt. She's gonna stand on who she is.
Right.
So it's like.
But at the same time, from her standpoint, you got to think about it. When she getting millions and billions of streams, you got to understand she get love, but it might be a good percentage of her fans that's DMing her on some fuck shit every day. So it's like, from her standpoint, I can get it. Like some of the fans, it's like, I can do without y'all niggas, but you feel me? Because it's like once you get that certain amount of clout, like the love is cool, but the hate is always gonna be there too. Like the comments and all that shit that no one really pay attention to. You just gotta take that into consideration too.
Yeah, no matter, especially when you get that big, you're gonna have haters no matter what.
For real.
So
yeah, you can have haters small. We got haters now, for real.
Right.
It's inevitable.
And nothing you can do is just keep pushing, be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit.
So I got to ask. Top 3. Top 3 artists of all time. All genres. I know you already kind of touched on it. I'm already knowing. But just give it to the people. Your top 3 artists of all time.
Damn.
You're stuck on an island. Yeah. You can only have 3.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm gonna give you a pass. It don't have to be in order or like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anything like that. Just top 3.
You those 3. You take it on that island that you can only listen to.
Like I said, I'm gonna definitely go. I love McConan. Okay. Underrated GOAT. Music is perfect for the island. What? And like I said, niggas don't even know he had so many bangers since then. Yeah. Since then, like I'm talking like this year. What? Yeah, don't let that funny shit fool you, bro. Is that nigga for real? Oh damn. I mean, I don't want to say Lady Gaga because I already I didn't really gave my opinion on her. Damn, we on the island with it. I'm gonna go to Beatles.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a vibe.
Oh, for sure.
I love Beatles for real.
Crazy, like
bruh.
Man.
Vibe.
I've never, no bullshit. I've never heard a bad song from the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like I really haven't.
Sonically.
Crazy.
Just when you think about it, if you ever knew like the history when the Beatles came to America, how the they were getting on them like, oh, their long hair, and all this and that. You're like, okay.
Literally, man.
I think they were just probably more scared just because they were capturing the youth.
Literally,
time,
and they had like such a big fan base. So
yeah,
it was so
scares
crazy.
people. Somebody like that, when you capture the youth like that, and the older people, that scares them.
Literally,
like when rock and roll first came out, they were like, "Oh, that's devil music and all this and that." Now you have Christian rap or Christian rock now. Right. It's like, well, if it was devil music, how are you guys making music off?
Crazy.
But I thought like the guitars and all that was so bad. But hey, things change, I guess.
That's crazy. And then the last one, we said we got McConan, we got the Beatles.
Third one, who's it gonna be?
Third one on the island. Fuck it, I'm gonna go Wiz. I'm gonna go Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Perfect, just chilling. Yeah. Well, see, that's another. Well, actually, no. I haven't heard a bad song from Wiz either. It might have been different and what niggas was not used to.
Yeah.
But as far as his execution, it's always there.
That's what I would say.
It's always
That's three
there.
different, genres out
They
there that you
all
apply
vibe.
to. You know what I mean?
Literally, they.
Yeah, three different types out there. So, that shows your mindset on how you think and the type of music. You don't pigeonhole yourself. So I like that. You listen to everything, whatever you need to, whatever you like.
Like I said, music is just
music
crazy.
Music reaches people.
There you go.
All over, all genres, reaches all kind of cultures, all out there. So, you have black people doing country music, doing rock and roll and everything. So, white people doing rap. So, it's just whatever type of music that you into, and I don't meet too many people like you where they are in all those different genres of music.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
think that's what most people should do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Listen to it, and you will find music in other genres that you will like.
Mm-hmm. And what I've noticed is certain type of music puts you in a certain type of mood.
Yeah.
And that's really another reason I ventured off, because it's like, I mean, rap is cool, but it's like the shit nowadays, I'm not really trying to murder niggas every day. Like, I'll be chilling. I'll be, I might do my little whatever. I'm zooted. So I want to listen to some spaced out instrument, like crazy sounds. And it's like sometimes that's not going to be in hip hop. You gotta, you gotta venture off.
Nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
Because, if you're an artist, that's how you can incorporate it.
For sure.
That's where I tell people, even when people came by my house during, you go by my house one day, and then the next day, or even later on that day, you might hear, like, say, some Tupac blaring out of it. Then you might hear some 50s music.
Oh, yeah.
Some
What?
50s
Hey, niggas is sleep on 50s and classical. Like, I listen to that on the daily.
It's all different genres in
Man.
50s, 60s, 70s.
Crazy. And it's like that.
It was more, I think a lot of those artists was more into the music than some of them are now.
Crazy. And it's like that vintage sound is, you can't beat that. You like the Sinatra and all that, the mafia music. Oh, it's priceless.
And a lot of those were live instruments they were playing.
And that what?
I just feel like with that music, it's more passion. Like,
literally.
Like it's just more intimate when it comes to music, and I feel like nowadays a lot of stuff is so quick, easy, boom, anybody can do it, and it's like.
Yeah, and you know what they say? The shelf life for a rap song today is a week, and that's crazy.
Well,
that is
that's one of the things
retarded.
that when I was growing up, like with rap, was in the culture. It talked about what's going on at that time that people were dealing with, But now it's like rap has gotten so big, and the artists make so much money now.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing.
They don't really talk about the culture. Not many artists do that, talk about what's really going on in the culture anymore.
I mean, yeah, but I
mean, drop 50 grand.
I was about to say, to be fair, like we don't be trying to hear that. We just want to turn up. Like I said, sometimes we be wanting to murder niggas. We want to shake ass, throw money.
Because you know what? No matter what, even when when like NWA came out, and
yeah. I was real big on NWA.
They were so hard against NWA, but that's what they dealt with. That's what they seen every day.
Literally.
So they're talking about what they deal with. But not everybody deals with that too. So when you have those artists that they don't live that life, they didn't grow up. You grew up privileged, but then you're going to rap about like you grew up in the hood. Like no. Stay with what you know. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna get yourself mixed up in some shit that you don't know how to handle.
Yeah, but that's another thing. I feel like times has changed because it's like we don't care about the credibility. It's like long as you can make this song bang, we can mosh to it. Like who cares if you really live that life? This nigga just sold 50,000 records, so it's like. That's crazy. That's so, especially because hip hop was built off what you were saying. It's like it's the culture, and we have drifted so far away from that. And then it's just true. It's just a few artists that's really still pushing. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to them.
A lot of them are like you said, like that vibe music. Just want to vibe out.
Yeah, for sure.
More artists doing that type of music.
And I just think now, like generations. Changed, like
so much.
Changed.
What?
Like, feelings have changed, emotions have changed. Like we are not the same as like back in the day when people had like you grow up kind of like I don't want to say similar to your parents, but you kind of just follow just what you're told, and nothing's wrong with that. But
you gotta be yourself.
We've learned to be more outspoken. Which then pours into technology, into communication, into music, into everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's what really changed the sound of music, because then it's like, okay, well, I feel this way, and I want to hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of just like, no, this is just all good music. Play it on like whatever it is, just run it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, no, I'm specific. I want this right now. I want to hear some Lil Pump, then I want to hear some Uzi, then I want to hear some Cardi, then I want to hear some Baby East, then I want to hear some Ocean, then I want some Biggie, then I want to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, like, technology is different, and it's a different consumer now. So now, us as artists have to, like, kind of conform to that in a way. Like, you gotta, like, in order to succeed, you have to be vulnerable. And it's up to you on how you want to express that. And however you do, that's how you're going to get your people to, love you and support you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
If you have good people around you, that's how it's going to, keep taking you far. So.
Man.
I think everybody needs that. If you're an artist, you need, good people around you. Those type of people that's going to be working with you on that same goal, like to help lift each other up. If you make it, I make it type of, thing. We're all working together on that.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're going to have Tshombe when we come back. Bless the mic and do a song for us. So stay tuned.
Yeah, he going to do no single off the project, I guess. A single off the project. Multiple projects. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to tap in. It's like, it's so much. But this is Free Thug Tshombe Great.
Yes, sir.
Seven, I'm feeling lucky. She said that she really do love me. Got a good regardless, she want me. Never been a time I was lonely. Back and forth, all in her bed. Love songs all in my head. I never felt real before. I never felt this before.
Tshombe Gray, Free Thug. Let's go.
I'm over it, sweaty. 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 Man, free on my slammies. I'm over it, sweaty. My clip for the jacket. You know I stay swaggin'. Bitch, peppermint paddock. Spit fire like a dragon. My girl got a wagon. You know I'm on top. Just like a addict. You know that I'm hot. Just like a addict. I half at her grab it. She like when I smack it. I get to the cabbage. The bag on my back. You niggas is lagging. Catch up cause I'm faster and faster and faster. My car is the fastest. I had to go classy. I went with that Aston. My girlfriend, she says it just might get dispatched. And I laugh at you niggas cause I'm really having the critics fuck with me cause I'm really rapping. Man, y'all just be sleepy. Y'all niggas be napping. I got some new pieces. White diamonds like napkins. I'm in the street flipping peas, acrobatics. I'm killing shit. Think I need me a casket. Street told me don't put your eggs in one basket. I'ma still hit it even if it's plastic. Treat little baby like a bottle and crack it. You ain't heard of me, you best get the action. Probably live under a rock, call him Patrick. New chopper, it get to singing like Patty. I'm 101, baby, I'm far from average. Young MVP, cause I ball like the Mavericks. I keep a blaster on me and I'm a blaster. Name someone flyer than me, can't imagine. You know that I stay fly just like Aladdin. Just like a runway, I stay in the fashion. No Black and Decker, I keep me a ratchet. I'm over it, sweaty. I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah, I'm over it, sweaty. I'm over it, sweaty. Man, free on my slammies. I'm over it, sweaty. I'm over it, sweaty.
Welcome back. You just heard from Tshombe. Great right there. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah. Hey, let them know where to find you.
It's Tshombe Great on all platforms. That's TSHOMBE Great on everything.
That's what's up. Tune in. Check him out.
Oh yeah, man. Make sure I go tap in with my brother, man. He got some crazy shit on the way, man. He already been dropped. You want to let him know kind of what's already what's
like I said, we just dropped The Savior exclusively through the Reefer Republic label. So, you know, go follow Reefer Republic on everything. The Chosen One is out exclusively on SoundCloud. We gonna all platform it soon, you know. Yeah, album October, Deluxe October. Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
That's what's up. All right, check the interview here with Tshombe Great on KEEZYNUNK podcast, and we'll see you next time.
My city here, as soon as I put on, please don't say nothing to forget.
Please don't say nothing to me if you wasn't with me when I've been over backwards for the city.